Check, check. I'll check, check, check. Checko. Checko-Rema. I'll check. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Check. There's a fine line between brilliance and stupidity. I'm pretty sure we're all straddling it like a Lithuanian lap dancer. Check. No sense rocking the boat now. I haven't seen so many weak-kneed checks since Max won the Eastern Bloc karaoke finals.
Alles klar, der Kommissar?
Nothing like the thrill of high-stakes poker. Check. You want a check? You can't handle the check. I love that movie. Check-a-like-a-high, check-a-hiney-ho. Hey, Max, what do you think I should do?
Follow your dreams before they turn into nightmares? Lose 30 pounds and move out of your parents' house? Tell her how you really feel before she runs away with Blaine. Oh, I don't know. Maybe get it looked at by a real doctor this time?
About the hand, chucklehead.
Oh, check. Bet.
Oh, hush. Check. Chowder. Check. Where did that come from? The check is in the mail, and it just arrived. 'Cause it was overnight, and... Sorry, I don't know where I was going with that. Call. I call. I'll call. I call. I think I'll call. Call. I call. Call. I like these cards. Not like. That'd be weird. I like the cut of these cards' jib. I'm in.
I didn't realize cards had jibs.
Or that you could cut them.
I didn't really look at my cards, but I'm calling anyway. I want to see what happens when these cards get together with their royal buddies. We spend more money than that on gun oil in a week. Hold on. Why do we go through so much gun oil? Anyway, call. I should raise this bet, but I kind of feel sorry for it. On the one hand, you're probably trying to string me along. On the other hand, that bet's so small that I just don't give a hoot. Call. I could call bets this small until the cows came home. Which makes me wonder why I'd be playing poker in a barn. I call that bet insignificant. The doctor will see you now. Oh, wait, I'm not a doctor. I've seen scarier piles in Bosco's restrooms. Call. My amygdala is telling me to run screaming from this bet. But what's my amygdala ever done for me anyway? That bet doesn't have nearly enough clowns to scare me away. I probably shouldn't call this. But life's too short for good decisions. Let's do this thing. Okay, time to see who's the biggest dummy here. I probably should fold, but I'm having too much fun. As I call, let's take a second to savor this ephemeral moment of quantum instability before the inevitable cascade of collapsing probabilities starts killing our metaphorical poison cats. No use turning the DeSoto around now. For the love of the game, I'm putting a stop to all this folding. I probably should fold. But all this folding is starting to seriously grate my carrot. I'll bet. Okay, I'll bet. I think I'll bet. I bet. Betting. I'll bet. This may look like a small bet, but just wait until it metastasizes. Let's poke this pot with the pointy sticks of mathematical certainty. I wonder what'll happen if I throw in a few chips, like so. I'll bet this much. Don't mind me. I'm just reeling you in like a marlin. A big, stupid marlin.
Great poker face there, Sam. Oh, yeah.
How would Max put this? Oh, yeah. Haikiba!
Oh, do I really sound like that? How embarrassing.
1, 2, 3. Oh, what the heck. I'll just throw in a whole bunch and see what happens. This is what the French call le bet royale. Let's take these chips out for a walk. Don't be alarmed. Okay, be alarmed. This is my intimidating face. Are you intimidated yet? I'll raise. Raise. I raise. I'll raise. Let's raise. This bet, like my beluga casserole, would look much better with a few chips sprinkled on top of it. I'll call that, and add a few more.
Do it.
Fine. Raise. Normally I wouldn't raise, but you're giving off a high-pitched, panicky vibe that only dogs can hear. I'll call that, and cover it with a sloppy mess of chips. You're not getting out of here that jauntily. I call that a puny pile of chips. Have some more. I can't count that small, so I guess I'll have to raise. Allow me to turn this hootenanny into a barn burner.
Hootenanny? Are we Appalachians now?
If this doesn't drive you out of the hand, I'm going to have to drag out Max's baby pictures. Sorry about this raise, but sometimes my common sense is overruled by the craziest impulses.
I have a name, you know.
Maybe they call that a raise back in your hometown of Weenieville, but here in Macho Town, we grow our raises a smidge bigger than that.
Do they also say smidge a lot in Macho Town?
In Macho Town, smidge is a fighting word. Hey, Max, can I get some punctuation for this raise?
Bam!
It looks like this hand needs to be about 35% crazier. Max?
Booga, booga, booga!
One good raise deserves another. Fold. I fold. I fold. Nope, I can't even work up the enthusiasm to dismiss these cards with an overwrought simile. These cards smell worse than that unspeakable thing Max brought home that one time. These cards are a disease, and this fold is the dangerously untested cure. Max!
Banzai!
Fold. I wouldn't wish these cards on my best enemy, or my worst friend, or a middling acquaintance. Maybe Max would like them. Oh, sorry. These cards just reminded me of something funny Max said about sucking chest wounds. Fold. Max should probably bet the farm on these cards, which probably explains why we're not farmers. I could brazenly bluff my way through this hand, but since I just said that out loud, I think I'll fold instead. Whole cards like these should be buried in a hole and never spoken of again. I think I'll sit this one out and work on my poker face for a while. This deck's gone colder than Max's beady little shark eyes. Looks like I'm folding. Again, I haven't seen a streak this ugly since Max accidentally sprinkled horse laxatives into Bosco's Benangatini. If I was the kind of guy who used words like jinxed, this is the kind of moment I'd use it.
But since you're not that kind of guy, what word are you gonna use?
Boned? If I'd wanted someone to fling garbage at me all night, I could have stayed home watching C-SPAN. Max would love these last few hands. But then again, Max also loves poking himself in the eye with his stick.
Hey, Sam, I think I've hit brain.
Wait a minute. This run of crummy cards is just one of your twisted little experiments, isn't it?
Maybe. Or maybe you're just too cowardly to turn lemons into lemonade.
Clown-piercing bullets are too expensive to waste on a hand like this. I haven't seen a flop that bad since Max and I busted Dick Fosbury's evil twin.
Well, that's a bit of a stretch.
That's what we told Evil Dick. You know how sometimes you bust a punk for robbing a bank, and it all seems to be going well, until 23 random bystanders show up with proof that the punk was really in Coney Island judging a corn dog eating contest at the exact same time he was supposed to be robbing the bank? Well, this hand is exactly like that, only without the police brutality lawsuits. Okay, I'll just stuff that into the bad idea file, along with Max's Kickstarter.
It would have worked if I knew what a Kickstarter was.
It's time to lance this boil before its pus gets all over my chips. Ah, well, it was worth a shot. A series of painful rabies shots. Well, this was a big mistake. And not one of the we'll-all-laugh-about-it-later kinds, either. Well, that's one itch I shouldn't have scratched. It's times like this I wish I had Max's devil-may-care attitude about money.
Hey, Sam, I'm wadding up 20s and making it grapple. Whee! Money!
These cards turned ugly faster than Max on a Fanta bender. This is what I get for listening to the voices in Max's head. Sometimes an investigation leads to a dead end. And like most dead ends, this one's full of garbage and sleeping hobos. I'm washing my hands of this hand before I get sepsis. Well, sometimes you get the bear. Sometimes you get the bear and realize you're stuck with a bear. This hand has been as demoralizing as my couples therapy. I think this hand has taught us all a very important lesson. But I'll be danged if I can figure out what. Grolix. Fold. Like most of my adventures, this hand has left me confused, nauseous, and broke. Fold. I'm not used to being the slappy in hand-slapping situations. It's hands like this that remind me why I usually let Max handle all the impulsive gambling decisions. This is shaping up to be what my granny used to call a mother-bleepin' fudge bath. I'm out. All those years with Max have taught me that sometimes the best strategy is to curl up in a corner and let everyone else shoot at each other for a while. This is too confusing for a simple guy like me. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm pretty sure that I want no part of it. I think I'll let you lovebirds pitch your woo without me. Take it. As a professional detective-like guy, I really can't stand not knowing what you've got under there. But I also like keeping my money, so take it. It appears that my cunning plan has taken a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Take it, you magnificent bastard. Take it, rats. It's yours.
Wuss!
Way to undermine my confidence, little buddy. Farfignugan. Fold. The Germans have a word for a hand like this. Grossgrubengefühlen. Roughly translated, the feeling that one is about to be hosed by a particularly large wager.
That's not a real word.
Well, it should be. I'm out. That's too rich for my blood. Or even Max's blood. And it's mostly comprised of rare earth minerals. I like to think that every hand has some value. But not this much. You're probably bluffing. But then again, so am I. So I'm out. All in. All in. All the heck in. Fudge. All in. All in. All right. Time to separate the cottons from the lacy unmentionables. I'm not just all in. I'm all caps in. All in.
Sam, no! Think of the children.
What children? Hope this cliff has a parachute. I guess I'll call. In for a penny, in for a kilogram. Be gentle. Only a fool or a madman would call that bet. Unfortunately for you, my partner is both of those things.
I'm also a Pisces. You gonna call that?
Can't think of a reason not to. One of us just stepped into a world of pain. I hope it wasn't me, because I'm not wearing any shoes. Looks like it's time to start my inevitable comeback. Great day in the morning! Ah, fuzz nuggets.
Yeah!
Well, dang. Holy hip-hop in Halifax with a side of chili fries. I haven't seen a pot that big since the attack of the 50-foot sous chef.